Hello friends, in this lecture we will see the use of Z transform, that is applications of Z transform. Okay, we have seen the applications of Laplace transform in solving differential equation. In the same way, we can use the Z transform in difference equation, means for the solution of difference equation. And so for that we need a result here. What type of result we want to see here? Initial and final value theorem. Sorry. Initial and final value theorem. If this y of z, that means z transform of yk, exists for mod z greater than r, then limit as z tends to infinity y of z must be equal to y0. Okay. So if capital Y of z exists for mod z greater than r, means if z transform of yk exists, then limit z tends to infinity of z transform of yk is always equal to initial point, that is y0. What is y0 means? It is a value of yk at k equal to 0. So initial point. So limit as z tends to infinity of z of yk is nothing but y0. Similarly, second thing is that if y of z exists for mod z greater than 1 and z minus 1 times yz is analytic at z equal to 1, then limit as k tends to infinity of yk is same as limit as z tends to 1 of z minus 1 capital Y of z. Already what we have proved, if z of yk exists, then limit of z of yk as z tends to infinity is equal to y0. Okay. So for what is mod z greater than r? If mod z greater than 1, then we want to show here that if z of yk exists, then limit as z tends to 1, z minus 1 into z of yk is equal to limit as k tends to infinity of yk. K tends to infinity of yk. And okay, these are the two results which we have to show here. Suppose for the first result, if capital Y of z exists for mod z greater than r, we have given, then capital Y of z is nothing but z transform of yk, z transform of yk, which is equal to summation from k equal to 0 to infinity yk into z to the power minus k, which is by using definition of z transform of yk, which is y0 plus y1 upon z plus y2 upon z square plus up to plus so on. This is just extension of this by putting k equal to 0, k equal to 1, k equal to 2 and so on. Okay. Therefore, now taking limit as z tends to infinity of this left hand side, both sides, limit as z tends to infinity of y of z equal to, now as z tends to infinity, this goes to 0. As z tends to infinity, this is also going to 0. So every further term will approaches to 0. As z tends to infinity, there will be only one term which is constant, that is y0. So y0 plus 0 plus 0 up to so on equal to y0. Hence limit as z tends to infinity, capital Y of z equal to y0. To prove the second term, what second term we have to show? If capital Y of z exists for mod z greater than 1 and z minus 1 capital YZ is analytic at z equal to 1. Analytic at z equal to 1 means differentiable not only at 1 but in the neighborhood of 1 also. So for that we consider z of yk plus 1 minus yk, which is equal to, now z of yk plus 1 is what? Summation from k equal to 0 to infinity yk plus 1 z raised to minus k by using definition of z transform of yk plus 1 minus z transform of yk. Now, what about this? What we are saying, it is summation from k equal to 0 to infinity, and this is also summation from k equal to 0 to infinity. Okay. So what I will take, limit as n tends to infinity, summation from k equal to 0 to n. As n tends to infinity, which will be same as this one. So we are taking here summation from k equal to 0 to n and n tends to infinity. It means that you are taking summation from k equal to 0 to infinity. So just it is a change. What change we have made? K to n, 0 to n, and then n approaches to infinity. Both are same. So this is equal to limit as n tends to infinity, y1 plus y2 z raised to minus 1 plus y3 z raised to minus 2 and so on. What is it? It is just expansion of this one. Taking k equal to 0, you will get y1 z raised to minus 0 is 1, that is y1, plus k equal to 1, y2 z raised to minus 1, y3 z raised to minus 2 and so on. Minus, now taking minus of each of these. By putting k equal to 0, first term we get y0 z raised to minus 0, that is 1, y1 z raised to minus 1, y2 z raised to minus 2 and so on. And because of this minus sign, everything will be minus. So this is equal to limit as n tends to infinity minus y0. Now this minus y0 is there, plus y1 into bracket, take y1 common from this, 1 minus z raised to minus 1 plus y2 into bracket, z raised to minus 1 minus z raised to minus 2 plus y3 into bracket, z raised to minus 2 minus z raised to minus 3 and so on up to yn into bracket. So before this yn is there, z raised to minus of n minus 1. It is like this. So that is minus n plus 1. So yn into bracket z raised to minus n plus 1 minus z raised to minus n plus yn, this term only as it is, yn plus 1 z raised to minus n. Okay, that is the thing. Therefore, now we take limit as z tends to 1 of both sides. So limit as z tends to 1 of z of yk plus 1 minus z of yk equal to, now limit as z tends to 1 of limit as n tends to infinity of this term, taking limit as z tends to 1 on both sides. Now as z tends to 1, this 1 by z goes to 1, 1 minus 1 goes to 0. If this is 1, 1 to the power minus 1 is 1, 1 to the power minus 2 is 1, so this will be 0 again. Up to here, it will be 0. Therefore, limit as n tends to infinity minus y0 plus yn plus 1 z to the power minus n. Now by putting z is equal to 1 or by taking limit as z tends to 1, what will happen here? It will also tends to 1. So we get limit as n tends to infinity, this minus y0 plus yn plus 1 only, plus yn plus 1 only, which is equal to limit as n tends to infinity. Now this is just rearrangement, taken yn plus 1 firstly and then y0 secondly. Therefore, limit as z tends to 1, z into capital Y of z, z into capital Y of z minus zyy0 minus z into y0 minus capital Y of z equal to limit as k tends to infinity yk minus y0. Why, what we are writing here? Now this becomes limit as n tends to infinity yn plus 1 minus limit as n tends to infinity y0. As y0 is constant, this limit is only y0. Okay, that limit becomes only y0. Now z of yk plus 1, limit as z tends to infinity z of yk plus 1. And what about this z of yk? Z of yk is nothing but minus capital Y of z. Now what is z of yk plus 1? Is it z into yz minus z into y0? By using what? Z of yk plus 1. I think you found somewhere this. Z transform of yk plus n equal to z raised to n z of yk minus m equal to 0 to n minus 1 ym z raised to n minus 1. We have this result. Now, what will be the z of yk plus 1 by taking n equal to 1? By taking n equal to 1, this becomes z into z of yk, okay, minus summation from m equal to 0 to n equal to 1 means 0 to 0, that is only initial, ym z raised to n is equal to 1 minus m. What about this? Only put m equal to 0, then what will be this term now? Z of yk, so equal to z into capital Y of z minus y0 z to the power 1, that means y0 z. So z transform of yk plus 1 is nothing but z into z transform of yk minus z into y0, and that we have used here. So z transform of yk plus 1 is nothing but z into capital Y of z minus z into y0, and this minus y of z as it is. Now what about this? As n tends to infinity, limit of yn plus 1, and as k tends to infinity, limit of yk, both are same because as k tends to infinity is same there. So as n tends to infinity, n plus 1 also tends to infinity, and therefore that can be written as limit as k tends to infinity yk minus y0, and hence limit as z tends to infinity 1 z minus 1 z minus 1 into y of z. From these two we have taken yz common, so we get z minus 1 equal to, now as z tends to 1, what will be this limit? 1 into y0. So in the left hand side it is minus y0, right hand side it is minus y0, that will be cancelled, only we get limit as k tends to infinity yk. So limit as z tends to 1, z minus 1 into capital Y of z equal to limit as k tends to infinity into yk. This proves both the results, these two. If capital Y of z exists, that is z transform of yk exists, then limit of z transform of yk as z tends to infinity is y0, and if z transform of yk exists for mod z greater than 1, then limit as z tends to 1 of z minus 1 into z transform of yk is equal to limit as k tends to infinity of yk. Okay. Now verify the above theorem for the sequence yk equal to 1. Verify the above theorem for the sequence yk equal to 1. Now let y0 equal to, here y0 yk equal to means 1 means what? Here y0 is 1, y1 is 1, y2 is 1, all are 1. So here y0 is 1. Now limit as z tends to 0 capital Y of z, that is z transform of yk, that is limit as z tends to infinity z of 1 equal to limit as z tends to infinity, what is z of 1? Z transform of 1 is z upon z minus 1, which is equal to limit as z tends to infinity. Now 1 upon 1 minus 1 by z, that can be written as 1 upon 1 minus 1 by z, and this is equal to, as z tends to infinity, this term will be 0, so we get 1, and therefore which is nothing but y0. So this verifies that first result. Now for second result, limit as z tends to 1, z minus 1 into capital Y of z equal to limit as z tends to 1, z minus 1 into z transform of 1 is what? Z upon z minus 1. These two cancels, we get 1. Also limit as k tends to infinity yk, but yk is 1. So limit as k tends to infinity of 1 is again 1, and both are same, that is limit as z tends to 1, z minus 1 into capital Y of z is same as limit as k tends to infinity of yk. So for this yk, both the results satisfies in above theorem. Now we'll go for a shifting theorem, like if z transform of yk is given by Y of z for mod z greater than r, then for constant a not equal to 0, z transform of a to the power k into yk equal to z transform of z by a. that is replacing z by a only. So what for mod z greater than r times mod of a. Now what this result says, if we know the z transform of yk, then you can find z transform of yk multiplied by a to the power k. Yk multiplied by a to the power k. And what will be that? Only replace z by a, replace z by a in this original z transformation. In this original z transform. That is the case only. Okay. So which is called, again, such type of result we have proved in Laplace transform also. Here we want to again prove for z transform. So if we know the z transform of any sequence yk, then we can obtain the z transform of yk into a to the power k by replacing z by a in z transform of yk. Now observe that z transform of ak into yk equal to summation from k equal to 1 to infinity ak a to the power k yk upon z raised to k by using definition, which is equal to summation from k equal to 1 to infinity. Can I write it as a by z to the power k into yk? A by z to the power k into yk. Summation from k equal to 1 to infinity yk into, this can be written as z by a to the power minus k. Z by a to the power minus k. And what about this now? Summation from k equal to, if capital Y of z, see there, if capital Y of z is summation from k equal to 1 to infinity or whatever 0 to infinity, k equal, because a is not 0, that's why we are not taking here, k equal to 1 to infinity. Okay, if capital Y of z equal to k from 1 to infinity of, k from 1 to infinity of, what we have taken here, yk into z to the power minus k. Therefore capital Y of z by a becomes summation from k equal to 1 to infinity yk into z by a to the power minus k, and therefore it is capital Y of z by a. Proof is very simple. So if we know the z transform of yk, then we can obtain the z transform of yk multiplied by a to the power k, yk multiplied by a to the power k. For example, we will find z transform of 3 to the power k into sine 4k. If we know the z transform of sine 4k, then we can find z transform of 3 to the power k into sine 4k. Okay, so, and how you can obtain? We have, now what is z transform of? Z transform of sine 4k is, what is the z transform of sine ak? Somewhere we have obtained z transform of sine ak. Okay, there it is. Yes, no, this was HAT. Okay. Z transform of cos ak is here and z transform of sin ak is here, right? What is the z transform of sin ak? Z into sin ak upon z square minus 2z cos a plus 1. What will be z transform of sin 4k then? Z into sin 4, a is 4, divided by z square minus 2z cos 4 plus a. So yes, it will be up to here. Find z transform of 3 to the power k into sine 4k. So what will obtain? Z into sine 4 upon z minus 2 cos 4z plus 1, and right, this will be z into sine 4 upon z square minus 2 cos 4z plus 1. Therefore Z transform of 3 to the power k into sine 4k becomes this at Z equal to Z by A. That means Z by A is what? 4. Sorry, A is here 3. A is here 3. So Z by 3. So Z sine 4 upon Z square minus 2 cos 4Z plus 1 at Z equal to Z upon 3, which is equal to Z upon 3 into sine 4. Z is replaced by Z upon 3 upon Z square by 9 minus 2Z by 3 into cos 4 plus 1. Now, multiplying numerator and denominator by 3, you will get, 9. You will get 3Z sine 4 upon Z square minus 2 into 3, 6 Z cos 4 and plus 9. Okay, that will be case. Similarly, we can solve some, means that was the example by using that second shifting theorem. We will solve some of examples of that time. Again, here, after such examples or these examples, so first of all, we will solve the initial value problems by using this result. This one. We have this result, initial and final value problems. We will use this result to obtain this one result, and before that Z of yk plus 1 also. Yes, by using this result also, we will show that. We will obtain the solutions of initial value problem. Okay. Now, solve the following initial value problems by using Z transform. Number 1, yk plus 1 minus 3yk equal to 4 by using condition y at 0 equal to 1. Using the condition y0 equal to 1. Now this is the first order non-homogeneous linear difference equation with constant coefficient, and under this condition y0. Applying Z transform to both sides of given difference equation, we obtain Z transform of yk plus 1 minus 3 times Z transform of yk equal to Z transform of 4. Okay. Now, by using that result, Z transform of yk plus 1 is given by Z into Z transform of yk minus Z into y0. Which result you are having? Z of yk plus n. Isn't it? This result. It is Z to the power n into Z of, yes, yk minus summation from, this was m equal to 0 to n minus 1 and something was there, ym z raised to n minus, it was that, isn't it? It was that. Okay. Now, so by using this, Z transform of yk is Z into Z transform of yk, k plus 1 minus Z into y0 by putting, because n is 1 here. So m equal to 0 to 0, that is y0, Z raised to y0, Z raised to 1 minus 0, that is 1, only there. Minus 3 times Z of yk equal to 4 times. So 4 is as it is, Z transform of 1 is Z upon Z minus 1. Now, Z minus 3 into Z transform of yk minus Z into y0. This minus Z into, what is y0? Y0 is given to you. Y0 is 1. So minus Z. Now this minus Z goes to right hand side. It gives, or it goes to plus Z, and this becomes 4Z upon Z minus 1. If I solve this, we get 4Z into 1, that is 4Z plus Z square minus Z upon Z minus 1. That is Z square plus 3Z upon Z minus 1. And therefore Z transform of yk equal to Z square plus 3Z upon Z minus 1 and divided by Z minus 3. Now this Z square plus 3Z can be written as Z into Z plus 3 upon Z minus 1 into Z plus 3. This can be written as Z into Z plus 3 upon Z minus 1 into Z minus 3 can be written as minus 2 upon Z minus 1 plus 3 upon Z minus 3. What we are writing? z plus 3 upon z minus 1 into z minus 3 by using this one, a upon z minus 1 plus b upon z minus 3 partial fraction, and you obtain a and b. A is minus 2, b is minus 3. So z times of minus 2 upon z minus 1 plus 3 upon z minus 3. If we take cross multiplication, you will get same result. Minus 2z plus 6, right? Plus 3z minus 3. That is minus, means plus 6 minus 3 goes plus 3, and minus 2z plus 3z we get 1. So minus 2 times now z upon z minus 1 plus 3 times z upon z minus 3. So this is z transform of yk is this one. But we know that z upon z minus 1 is z transform of 1. So minus 2 times z transform of 1 plus z upon z minus 3 is nothing but z transform of 3 to the power k. Because z transform of a to the power k is z upon z minus a. Therefore, z transform of 3 to the power k is z upon z minus 3. So this left hand side z transform of yk, which can be written as z transform of minus 2 into 1 by using linearity property plus 3 into 3 to the power k. So this is z transform of minus 2 plus 3 into 3 to the power k. The left hand side is z transform of yk equal to z transform of minus 2 plus 3 into 3 to the power k. Therefore, your yk becomes minus 2. Yes, this is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 3 into 3 to the power k, or it is same as minus 2 plus 3 to the power k plus 1. So this is yk, which is the solution of yk plus 1 minus 3yk equal to 4 and satisfying this condition. Now if I put k equal to 0 here, what you will get there? y0 equal to minus 2 plus 3. y0 equal to minus 2 plus 3. What is it? 1, which is already given. And what about yk plus 1? If I found yk plus 1 minus 3yk, it should be equal to 4. What is yk plus 1 from this? Yk plus 1 is minus 2 plus 3 to the power k plus 2 minus 3 times yk minus 2 plus 3 to the power k plus 1. What it is? It is equal to minus 2, right? Plus 3 to the power k plus 2 plus 6 minus 3 to the power k plus 2, because 3 to the power 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1. These two cancels and we get 4. So this yk satisfies given equation as well as given condition, and therefore it is the solution. So in this way you can obtain, we can obtain the solution of given difference equation by using Z transform. By using what? Z transform. Okay, that is the case there. Right. Now, there are some more examples which can be solved by using same thing, same method. Yk, this is also first order non-homogeneous. With this condition, apply Z transform on both sides, right? So Z transform of yk plus 1 gives Z into Z transform of yk minus Z into y0 minus 3 times Z transform of yk, and Z transform of 3 to the power k gives Z upon Z minus 3. So you are using y0 equal to 2 here. This becomes 2z. 2z goes to right hand side. Take Z transform of yk common. You will get this result right hand side. And after solution, you take some easy calculations are there. So Z transform of yk becomes this type. That can be written as Z into 2 upon, again by using partial fraction, a upon Z minus 3 plus b upon Z minus 3 whole square, and so on. Right? So we can obtain this type, that is it is Z transform of 2 into 3 to the power k plus 1 by 3 k into 3 to the power k, and therefore yk equal to 2 times 3 to the power k plus 1 by 3 times k into 3 to the power k. You can also again verify this result whether this satisfies given equation and given condition or not. Okay, that is the case. Again, such types of examples are there which can be solved. Homogeneous equation. Method is again same. Only take Z transform on both sides. You take the Z transform of both sides. Use this condition. Solve it. You will get this result. Now what about here? Okay, this is some, I think this has some another method. Z transform of k plus 1 yk plus 1 minus Z transform of 50yk plus Z transform of kyk. Yes, okay. We will discuss this example. Now k plus 1 into yk plus 1 minus 50 minus kyk equal to 0 such that yk equal to 1. Applying Z transform on both sides, what you will get? Z transform of k plus 1 into yk plus 1 minus Z transform of 50 into yk minus plus Z transform of k into yk equal to Z transform of 0. This can be written as k plus 1 into yk plus 1 means Z transform of k into yk plus 1 plus Z transform of only yk plus 1 minus 50 times Z transform of yk plus Z transform of k into yk equal to 0 because Z transform of 0 is 0 again. Okay, because yk is 0, summation product with Z raised to minus k is 0 and their summation is again 0. Now Z transform of k into k plus 1, right, minus Z transform of k into yk plus Z transform of yk plus 1. Okay, that has written as it is same. 50 times, okay, Z transform of yk, Z transform of k into yk equal to 0, which is same as this one. Actually, this need not be this result. Okay. Now, Z into Z transform of k into yk, Z into Z transform of k into yk minus 50 times Z transform of yk minus Z into d by dz of Z transform of yk equal to 0. Okay. Why this can be written now? See here. We have one formula. Which formula we have? Z transform of k into yk. Z transform of k into yk. Actually, Z transform of, we have this formula also, k raised to n into yk also. Okay, where it is? Sorry. Okay. Z transform of k into yk is nothing but, somewhere we have used it. Z transform of k into yk. Yes. Yes. Z transform of k into yk is equal to minus z d by dz of yk. That we have taken here. And second was what? Z transform of yk plus n. So Z transform of k into yk is minus z d by dz of z of yk, which is equal to 0. 50 Z transform of yk as it is. Now we want to go here. Now, if your Z transform of, okay, see here, if your Z transform of k into yk is z into d by dz of z of yk, then what will be the Z transform of k plus 1 yk plus 1? Okay. Now, what is the Z transform of k plus 1 yk plus 1. K into yk is what? Minus z, right? dy dz of z transform of yk. What will be here? Then k plus 1 yk plus 1 becomes minus z transform of dy dz of z transform of yk plus 1 now, and again that yk plus 1 becomes this one. So you will get minus z square capital Y dash z minus z y dash z equal to 50 z transform of yk, equal to 50 z transform of yk. Okay, same we have used here. So this is minus z capital YZ. Here it will get z, and for that you have minus z square y dash of z, because this becomes z into z of kyk, z into z of kyk by taking z outside, that is by using yk plus 1. You are using here yk plus 1, z into z of kyk. So we get minus, again z into z transform of kyk is minus z into derivative of z of yk, that is y dash z, equal to this one. So this becomes now y dash z, right? Y dash z. Now what about here? Minus z square minus z y dash z equal to 50 yz. So this becomes minus z square minus z into y dash z equal to 50 y of z. Okay, if I take this is plus, no doubt. So this can be written as z into z plus 1 y dash z equal to minus 50 y of z. Y of z can be taken here. So y dash z upon yz equal to minus 50 upon z into z plus 1 equal to minus 50 upon z plus 50 upon z plus 1. Again by using here partial fraction a upon z plus b upon z plus 1. Therefore, integrating both sides, what you will get? This is log yz equal to minus 50 log z plus 50 log z plus 1 plus integrating constant c. It is just integrating both sides. Therefore, y of z equal to, now here you can write it as log c or c equal to 0, no matter, whatever you are writing. So if I drop for some, or this is log c, whatever you want. Okay, so capital Y of z is equal to, now what about this? This can be written as log of z to the power minus 50, that is log of 1 by z to the power 50, or this is minus log of z to the power 50 plus log of z plus 1 to the power 50, that can be written as log of z plus 1 to the power 50 upon z to the power 50, that is log of z plus 1 to the power 50 upon 2, 50 upon z. So y of z becomes z plus 1 by z to the power 50, which is z transform of yk. So z transform of yk is z plus 1 by z to the power 50. So it's a z. So this is a z transform of what? 50 ck, and therefore yk equal to 50 ck. Now you don't know here what is the z transform of 50 ck. Okay, and that we will see in some more. If you get that z transform of 50 ck. Okay, now what about the z transform of 50 ck? Summation k from 0 to infinity 50 ck into z to the power minus k is that. Okay, it is z plus 1 by z to the power 50. I think this formula you haven't obtained. For a while we consider z transform of 50 ck is z plus 1 by z to the power 50. Actually, have you obtained z transform of 50 ck? Okay, not till here, but it is somewhere. Okay, so we will go for that in next lecture also. That is how z transform of 50 ck is this one, z plus 1 by z to the power 50. Okay, in the same way, such types of more examples you can solve. Okay, you can also solve the system of equations using z transform. System of equations using z transform, that is uk plus 1 minus 2 vk equal to 2 times 4 to the power k, and minus 4uk plus vk plus 1 equal to 4 to the power k plus 1, u0 equal to 2, v0 equal to 3. These are conditions. So this is the system of difference equations, first order difference equations in u and v. Applying z transform for 1 as well as 2, we get now z transform of uk plus 1 is z transform of u of means z transform of uk minus z into the value of uk at 0. So I will write it as z transform of u of z minus z into u0 minus 2 times z transform of vk, we will denote it by v of z, equal to 2 times z transform of 4 to the power k z upon z minus 4. Similarly, by applying z transform of second, you will get minus 4 times u of z plus z transform of vk plus 1 is z into v of z minus z into v0 equal to 4 times z upon z minus 1. Now apply u0 equal to 2 and v0 equal to 3 here. You will get z into u of z minus 2 into v of z equal to 2z upon z minus 4 plus 2 into 2, plus this is z, z into 2, 2z. Similarly, minus 4uz plus z into vz equal to 4z upon z minus 4 plus 3z, which is right hand side. This is nothing but, now 4zuz multiplying both sides by 4 you are taking. 4zuz minus 8vz equal to 8z upon z minus 4 plus 8z, multiplying first equation by 4 and second I will write as it is, minus 4uz plus zvz equal to 4z upon z minus 4 plus 3z. Why we are writing? We know that for solving simultaneous equation, you have to equate the coefficient of either first variable or second variable. Here u of z and v of z are the two variables we are considering, and equating the coefficients of u of z. So for equating the coefficients of u of z, I will multiply, this is 4 minus 4 times u of z. Is it not z into u of z? Sorry. Yes, 4z u of z minus 8v of z equal to 8z upon z minus 4 plus 8z minus 4 z u of z plus z v of z. Is it 4z u of z somewhere? No, it was 4 u of z. Okay. Yes. That means you have to multiply by this with 4 and this with z. So it becomes z square v of z, right? 4z square upon z minus 1 plus 3z square. And now these two cancels. This will get z square minus 8v of z equal to, yes, this will be the change. There will be change in there, okay? And whole calculations will be changed now. The whole calculations will be changed. Now, what type of those calculations will? Okay. 4 times, so you have to z into u of z minus z u0 minus 2v of z equal to 2 into z upon z minus 4 minus 4 u of z plus z vz minus z v0 equal to 4 times z upon z minus 4, that is 4 times z u of z minus 2 times v of z equal to 2z upon z minus 4 plus 2z, and this is minus 4 u of z plus z v of z equal to 4z upon z minus 4 plus 3z. Now, actually this should be correct, 8 and 3z square. 4z square upon z minus 4 plus 3z square. So you will get z square minus 8, right, into v of z equal to, now you have to take 4z square upon z minus 4, right, plus 3z square minus 8z upon z minus 4 and plus 8z, right? It should be like this. It should be like this. And then this right hand side will be changes. So we'll discuss this problem in next lecture also. Okay. The whole calculations are somehow different. We'll remove these for a while. Now, in the same way, okay, this is also the another example. Another example will solve. uk plus 1 minus vk equal to 0 and uk vk plus 1 equal to 0. Under the conditions u0 equal to 0 and v0 equal to 1. Applying z transform, we obtain z into u of z minus z into u0 minus vz equal to 0, and second u of z plus z vz minus z v0 equal to again 0. Okay, so z uz minus vz, u0 is 0, therefore it is equal to 0. Then second uz plus z vz equal to v0 is 1, so it will be plus z. Okay, therefore now what we can do, multiplying this by z into uz and minus vz. So I will multiply this by z. What will happen? Z square uz minus z vz equal to 0, and this becomes uz plus z vz equal to z, and then taking subtraction. So we get, then taking addition, z square plus 1 u of z equal to z. So u of z equal to z upon z square plus 1, z upon z square plus 1. But this is the, as u of z is this one, that means z transform of uk equal to this one. Can I write z as z into sin pi by 2 upon z square minus 2z cos pi by 2 plus 1, because sin pi by 2 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0. So you are transforming this into z transform of sin pi by 2k. This is the z transform of sin pi by 2k. Sin ak is what? Z into sin a upon z square minus 2z cos a plus 1. So z transform of sin pi by 2k is what? Z into sin pi by 2 upon z square minus 2z cos pi by 2 plus 1. For this, a just rearrangement is there, z upon z square plus 1. So you will get z into sin pi by 2 upon z square minus 2z cos pi by 2 plus 1. So this is equal to z into sin pi by 2 k, z into sin pi by 2 k, and therefore uk equal to sin pi by 2 k. This uk is equal to what? Sin pi by 2 k. So therefore sin pi by 2 k plus pi by 2 minus vk equal to 0. And what about vk? uk is this one. Put the value of uk here. Therefore uk plus 1 is vk. So k is replaced by k plus 1. What will happen? Obtain pi by 2k plus pi by 2 minus vk. This implies vk is equal to sine of pi by 2 k plus 1. Sine of pi by 2 k plus 1. So you will get now uk as well as vk. So this is the method to obtain solution by using z transform. Okay, we will stop here.